All right, Skunk Nation, we're back today at E.G. Simmons Park, and I've got a special video for you guys. I was able to get my hands on a Karl's mystery tackle box, so today we're going to do a quick little unboxing of this. So if you only want to check out that, just stick around for a little bit. After the unboxing, we're going to go out here and we're going to fish. I think they got this dock working at E.G. Simmons Park, so I'm going to try this little dock right here. Nobody's on it today, and see if we can catch something. So without further ado, let's get into the unboxing of Karl's mystery tackle box and see what's inside, see what we're going to be fishing with today. All right, guys, so right off the bat, we have this Weston Magic Minnow. It's got a nice color. It's got like a nice silver to it with some blues and greens on the top. Comes with one weighted head as well. It's a pretty big paddle tail. If you saw like big snook or maybe junior tarpon, maybe even just good sized tarpon rolling, and I would throw this out there. I mean, a trout might eat it, but I don't know if he'd be able to get it in his mouth. That'd be a pretty decent sized trout, I would assume. So we've got this Pro Ripper 5.0, and kind of reminds me of a colorful Skinny Lipper by Saltstrong. It's a shallow bait, so as you twitch it, it kind of dives down and then floats back to the top. It's got some rattles in it, so we might go ahead and try this out today and just see how it feels. All right, so also in the box we have this Weston, and this is a smaller paddle tail. It looks almost very similar to the one that we already have. This one does not come with any weighted hooks, but they did give us a little bag of these 3/0 hooks, and I assume are for those paddle tails specifically. There's nothing else in this box that this would go to. I wish these were weighted so that you could kind of work it on the bottom for anything shallow like what we're dealing with today, low tide. This will be pretty good. All right, and then we have a pretty decent sized 1 ounce bucktail shrimp. If I was fishing something deeper, like a pier maybe, I think I would bounce this off the bottom and see if I could catch anything on this. Don't know if we're gonna get too much use out of this today. High tide's not supposed to be coming in for another 4 or 5 hours. Okay, so this is interesting. I've never used one of these types of jig lures. So it's small enough that I think it would catch almost anything, and it's got a really nice color on it. It's got like a green and gold with a white belly, and then also you've got the spoon on the back of it to help draw some attention. Might have a rattle in it, but it's so small that it's hard to tell. All right, Skunk Nation, we are back again. I had to take some time for myself. Nobody told me how hard YouTube is, lugging around all this camera equipment, getting these videos together, editing everything, and you know, also maintaining a full-time job. Oh, bunch of trout just popped right here in the water, so that's what I'll be fishing for, looks like. We're kind of on a dock that's right outside the mangroves here at E.G. Simmons Park. Big shout out to E.G. Simmons Park. I love this park, and great people, awesome time. Always have fun out here. I want to get something out here, see a couple dolphins, a couple manatees out here as well. If you guys haven't ever been to E.G. Simmons Park, come check it out. Even if you're just walking, you'll see tons of manatees. They love roaming through here. And we're at a good time right now because it's low tide, so the water's kind of pushing in through here. If I mispronounce anything, or you know, if I don't know the correct use for anything, let me know down in the comments how you guys would use it and what you'd catch with it. Get these boxes, I think, for like $20, $25 a month, something like that. Not sponsored, so pay for these out of my pocket as well. And I just did this to test out how they are and see if we could even catch anything out of them. What are you using? Oh, okay. You make your own flies? Oh, that's awesome. I'm not that experienced yet. Watch a couple videos on it, but never done it yet. All right, so this is what I'm gonna use first. No shot, there's already something out there. I'm hung up already. Here, you want me to loosen up the... Okay. Thank you. Not your fault. It was only a 16 ounce, so I didn't think it was gonna go that far. It just kind of flew. First lure was a fail, so since it's shallow, we're gonna go ahead and use this. And it's a slow sinking, I think. floating, yeah. 1 to 2 feet. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, hit that like and subscribe button so that when these videos come out, you get notified about it. And if you got a video idea or you want to see a specific lure or something, let me know down in the comments below. I really appreciated that gentleman trying to help me out, save that lure, but it just wasn't in the cards. It was snagged up on a rock, and he gave it one little flip up and it snapped it right off. Kind of hard to skip from up here. Nah. Well, might be 2 today. Got it. After those 2 close calls, I decided to keep this lure away from the bushes today because I really didn't want to lose it. I do enjoy this lure. I like the colors on it, and I think that this has the potential to catch the most fish out of everything that I had in that box, and maybe with the exception of the paddle tail, but this will really be good for like early morning bites. I threw this lure around for a little bit. I was trying to work it a couple different ways that I had seen these lures be successful. I was slowly twitching it, trying to get it to almost dive down and then float back to the top. I was fast twitching it to where it was doing bigger dives, and it was keeping some speed on it, so it kept it about 1 foot to 1.5 foot underneath. It had a pretty steady like shimmy to it, and it really made the colors pop because the sun was hitting it from the top. So out of all the lures, I still think this one could be the most successful. I do think that we were at the wrong time of day. Alright guys, now we're going to check out this paddle tail. About a 5-inch paddle tail with a pretty decent sized jig head on it. I'm going to bounce it off the bottom since it's shallow here and it's weedless. I did try bouncing this around off of the bottom for a little bit, but after about 2 or 3 casts I realized that the head was just too heavy on it and it would sink immediately. There was almost no time for it to float or anything. Needs a lighter jig head or deeper water. So what I did is I just used it as a paddle tail and kept it pretty quick. So I kept it towards the surface, or I would let it sink a little bit and then I'd keep it pretty quick. Had a really smooth motion because of that really long tail on it, and it looked really good underneath the water. I was using this paddle tail for about 20 minutes now or so. I had some interest from a couple mullet as there was a school right underneath the dock there. Another fisherman ended up coming up on the dock, so I offered him my spot because he had live shrimp and I knew that he would have a better chance at catching something than me with the paddle tail. And also I just want to point out that I'm no expert about fishing. However, I do know that I've caught most of my fish on live shrimp. So that's why I ended up saying, hey, you can have this spot over here. And I was fishing the shallower cove to my left and trying to just see if there was anything coming across on the flats. We ended up having a good conversation, and he shared a lot of knowledge with me about tips that he uses and like live bait, where he fishes and stuff. So I'm gonna listen and try out a couple things that he told me about. So this is our conversation between each other. You bit?
No, I got stuck in the mangroves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right out here in front, I got stuck on the sand earlier and lost the whole lure. So.
Oh man, yeah, I got some really good trout on the other side early this morning, right when they opened.
Yeah.
And then seems like the tide's starting kind of quit moving.
Yeah.
I guess it's just now starting to move again, so they should start eating again.
Yeah, something about, I think around 11 is supposed to be low tide, and then high tide's back at 3.
Right.
I think that's what I read yesterday. You ever been down to Piney Point?
I have, but I've never gotten anything down there. Have you?
No, I haven't. That's what I was about to ask you if you've ever caught anything. I've been there 3 times and never caught anything.
I've seen people catch some really nice redfish out there, but you really have to wade.
Yeah.
So, and most of it's like real early in the morning or late at night.
It was like 2 weeks ago I caught a 37-inch redfish.
Really?
Yeah, off a jetty.
That's nice, man.
This is the biggest redfish I've ever caught. So I'm not from Florida originally.
Where are you from?
I'm from Missouri.
Okay.
And I was in the military. I did like 9 years.
Oh, well, thank you for your service.
Yeah, thanks. But I was overseas, so when I got out there, like, where do you want to go? And I was like, send me to Tampa. And they're like, you got friends and family in Tampa? I was like, nah, I've never been to Tampa. I just want to move there to go fishing. It's like my mini retirement, you know. Still working, but I get to fish on the weekends.
I don't blame you. I mean, it's a pretty nice area, but
Yeah.
I like to fish down towards like Fort Myers area.
Is that good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look up LGB Pier.
Okay.
I've got my first 40-inch snook out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a good size snook.
They're freaking monsters out there. Tampa, I don't know. I know people can catch big fish in Tampa, but I struggle in Tampa overall. I mean, compared to other places in Florida.
Yeah, the biggest snook I've caught out here was in Fort DeSoto, and that was a 28-inch snook. That was the biggest snook I've caught down here.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a nice snook, but
Yeah.
when you fish a live bait, you always fish a shrimp?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do every once in a blue moon, so I don't know how to cast net very well.
Right.
But I can catch some fish with a cast net, and usually if I catch anything, it's finger mullet.
Oh, I mean, those are excellent.
Yeah, so I just throw them out. Oh yeah, what'd you get? Something nice?
Catfish. Oh, nice. That was on the field.
There you go.
Good Goliath bait right there.
Catfish?
What was that?
Catfishes? Yeah.
Goliaths are like the garbage cans of the sea, man.
Yeah, I'm still learning, man.
I think everybody is. I mean, you're never gonna. Every place you go is different. You have to rig it up different. You have to learn the area. So I mean.
Yeah, I just started a YouTube channel so I can learn from my mistakes on let everybody else criticize me. So.
There you go.
And who knows, maybe one day I'll have enough subscribers that they'll buy my boat for me.
There you go, man.
That's really the goal, honestly.
What's your YouTube channel name?
Skunked Nation. So like Skunk ED Nation.
Subscribe to you real quick.
I appreciate it. Not very good, but I'm learning, you know. My big thing is I'm trying to learn how to edit.
Yeah. What you use? So you're using a GoPro? Do you have an Apple phone?
No, so I use a GoPro, and then I have an actual like Sony EV10 camera.
Okay.
But I don't bring it out with me usually just because it's so much shit to carry.
Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah.
That's why I got my camera bag right there, dude. But even that is like, it's full on.
All right. Well, I'm gonna switch spots. So.
Hey man, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah. Good luck.
All right, guys. I'm not having any luck with this thing at all. It looks almost like a big greenback, which is what I thought maybe would be successful out here, but bunch of finger mullet and mullet just popping around out here. All right, Skunk Nation, we did not beat the skunk today. But however, you know, always fun coming out here, going fishing, trying out new stuff, seeing what works. Not that Karl's mystery box wouldn't catch you fish, or the specific lures that I caught wouldn't catch you fish. They just didn't catch me fish today. So let me know. I've got another mystery tackle box at the house saved up. If you guys want to see another video where we go out and we just use the lures in that fishing box, let me know. If you guys want to see me go use live shrimp again and absolutely crush, let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see.